time the whales are making these sounds, it can be heard for miles around. It was pretty loud when Chuar jumped in the center of the pool, but we're gonna ask Kayuket to do a breach. That's where he uses the entire side of his body to crash down on the surface. Do you remember that second signal? You got it. He's watching you. Go ahead and throw it over your shoulders. Perfectly done. Why don't you take a big step forward for me? Yeah, exactly right. This is a really great view of how he's using his tail flukes in an up and down motion. Now he's doing that to make sure he can get over 9,000 pounds out of the water. And I have moved down here to the glass with our new friend, Michaela and Caitlin's dad. Now, he's gonna help me teach you guys about killer whale communication, isn't that right? So why don't you come stand right here in front of Kayuket. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of ways, including tapping various body parts on the surface of the water, or even by manipulating the blow.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hi everyone, as you can see we've moved down to the glass with our new friend Casey. Casey, you're going to help us teach everyone else about how killer whales learn. So killer whales learn through observational learning and mimicry, which is basically a fancy way of saying that they learn by watching either other members of their pod or their mother. Now here at SeaWorld, the whales also learn by watching us and mimicking our movements, kind of like a game of follow the leader. Do you want to play a game of follow the leader with you? Awesome. So I'm going to have you lift your left hand and give him a great big wave. Nicely done. Look at that. He's paying very close attention to you. Now look up close. You can see his eyes. Killer whales have excellent eyesight both above and below the water, and they're also very curious animals. We often see our whales spy hopping or even leaping all the way out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Now Tuar can demonstrate that today with a behavior called a sighting bow. So for this one, I'm going to have you point right at him and throw that arm over your shoulder. Nicely done. Now it looks like he didn't quite see that, so we're going to give him a little pause, and then we're going to try again, okay? Here, take a big step forward, so point right at him, and throw it over your shoulder. Beautiful, looks like he saw us that time. You can take a step forward and watch as he swims towards the bottom of this 40-foot pool, coming out at the very center.
Is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we train them husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. Joining us today at the slide arts are trainer Elizabeth and Malin to demonstrate some of these behaviors for all of you.
Thank you, Cassidy. Hi, I'm over here with 23-year-old Tuar, and he is demonstrating one of the very first behaviors that we teach our whales, which is called a fluke present. Now in this position, not only can I see the entire underside of his body, but it also gives me easy access to the shallow veins that run right through the underside of his tail. Our veterinarians will collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month during the whale's monthly physical. Now you'll also notice throughout the presentation, trainers giving the whales back massages, pectoral flipper massages, and tail rubs. This is because they have very sensitive skin, and it's a great way to build a relationship with them.
That's right, Elizabeth. Hi, folks. I'm on the other side hanging out with the largest member of our killer whale family, Kayuket. Now, drawing blood is just one of the ways we can make sure the whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic tool is knowing how much each individual weighs. We weigh all of the whales once a week by asking them to slide out onto a killer whale-sized scale that's located in one of our adjacent back pools, just like this. Now, do you guys see how the back end of his body is still hanging in the water? That's called the peduncle, from behind the dorsal fin all the way down to those tail flukes. And it's packed with powerful muscles. That's right. And it can actually weigh up 100 pounds. So in this relaxed position, we actually are not going to get an accurate weight. But to solve that problem, we can simply ask the whales to lift their head and tail into the air, just like this. And that's how we know that Cayucit here is weighing in at 9,730 pounds. It's important to know how much each of the whales weigh to make sure that the younger animals are growing appropriately and the older animals, like Cayucit here, are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors help us to ensure
together in unison. These synchronized behaviors allow them to strengthen their social bonds and problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Ursinus orca. Their common name is killer whale. All 5 whales that call SeaWorld San Antonio home all have their own unique individual names. The 3 females, Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. And joining us out front are the 2 males, Tuar and Cayucit. Kamea is the youngest member of the pod at 9 years old. Sakara is the oldest at 31. Our killer whale family, showing off their size, speed, power.